some fashion tips, a live performance, and what's going on around Milwaukee this weekend. All that and more here on Marquette Live. Hi everyone, I'm Aaron Mabin, filling in for Kira Collins tonight. Although it may not feel like it, today is the first day of spring. And to start off right, we have Francesca here to share some insight on what's in this season. Francesca?
Hi, all my beautiful fashionistas. Like Aaron said, today is the first day of spring. And so I'm going to give you some spring fashion tips. So my first one is orange is definitely the new black, and I am not talking about the show. This season, orange is totally in, and I don't mean, a coral or, muted orange. I mean orange, orange, orange. Like, we love orange. And as you can see, in the pictures, that it's just such a vibrant, like, neon orange, and you can do it on top, you can do it on bottom, you can do it as a skirt, you can do it as a lip. Everyone loves an orange lip. So I would say definitely go with orange for this season. The next trend for this spring is lavender nail polish. And I think this is a great tip because, first of all, we're all so tired of the boring, like dark color that was in winter. Well, now we're going into spring and we want lively colors. So lavender is definitely a beautiful color for your nail. And like my nails, you can do kind of a longer nail, and it looks beautiful with the lavender nail polish. And our last spring tip for you is fringe. Fringe is so in this season. And so you can do it with a skirt, you can do a dress, you can do even a shirt with fringe. There's, all different types of fringe that you can do. And what's definitely in with the fringe, though, is light colors. So, a white, a light pink, even a light lavender color you can do. And so when you want to do fringe, you want to make sure that you don't go all over fringe and like your hair all crazy and everything like that. If you do a, fringe dress, you want to make sure you can belt it. And, you always just want to be classy with all of these looks. You never want to take them over the top because that's just not cute. So I hope you guys enjoy this wonderful first day of spring and keep these tips in mind. See you guys later. Back to you, Aaron.
Thank you for that, Francesca. I'm not too sure about the fringe and lavender nail polish for me, but I think I could definitely pull off a little orange in my wardrobe. Up next, we have Hannah Kirby with what's going around Milwaukee. Take it away, Hannah.
Welcome back to campus. Spring break is now a thing of the past, and our next break isn't for another month. You'll have to find some way to make the next month of classes bearable. Luckily, there are tons of things happening both on and off campus. I'm Hannah Kirby, and tonight I will be showing you some of the awesome things that you could be doing this weekend around Milwaukee. Whatever your musical preference is, the rave definitely has you covered this weekend. The rapper Childish Gambino kicks off the weekend Friday night at 8 p.m. Not only is he a rapper, he is also an actor, writer, and comedian. This will definitely be a show you don't want to miss. If this nicer weather is making you want to break out your cowboy boots, go see Billy Currington, Brett Eldridge, and Chase Rice on Saturday at 8 on the We Are Tonight tour. If you've caught the bug that's making its way around campus and are in desperate need of some cough syrup, you're in luck. Last but definitely not least, FM 1021 presents Young the Giant this Sunday on their Mind Over Matter tour. The Australian singer-songwriter Vance Joy is also scheduled to make an appearance. Showtime is at 8 p.m. If you're looking for a good laugh instead of some great music, the Comedy Arcade Show is this Friday at 7 p.m. From sketch to improv and even some stand-up, this comedy showcase at the Underground Collaborative has it all and is located at 161 West Wisconsin Avenue. If you'd rather be the performer instead of watching the performances, head on over to Rounding Third on Blue Mound Road. It's WKDJ Karaoke with McKnight at 9:45. Did I mention there's free pizza at midnight? What college student could pass up free food, especially pizza? All of these events have something in common. They're all happening off campus. If you're looking to stay around Marquette this weekend, the Latin American Student Organization is having their Latin American Culture Show this Friday in the Weisler Auditorium. The show begins at 5 p.m. and admission is free. Over at Weir Chem, Marquette's improv group, the Studio 013 Refugees, are putting on a fundraising show Friday night at 8. Concerts, comedy, and karaoke. These are just some of the fun ways you could be spending the upcoming weekend around Milwaukee. Until next time, I'm Hannah Kirby, wishing you a wonderful weekend. Now back to you, Aaron.
Who knew Hannah Kirby was a Childish Gambino fan? Thanks a lot, Hannah. We have to take a quick break, but don't go anywhere because Hannah is pulling a double duty, and she's going to give us a live performance. You don't want to miss it. She keeps us in the loop on events around Milwaukee, and now she's debuting her musical talents. Ladies and gentlemen, Hannah Kirby.
Kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Gray clouds all over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? We were caught up and lost in all of our vices. In your pose as the dust settled all around us, and the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we loved. Gray clouds all over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? Where do we begin? The rumble or our sins? Oh, where do we begin? The rumble of our sins. And the walls kept tumbling down in the city that we love. Gray clouds roll over the hills, bringing darkness from above. But if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like nothing changed at all? And if you close your eyes, does it almost feel like you've been here before? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? How am I gonna be an optimist about this? Ay, ayo, ayo, 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 ay, ayo, ayo.
Great job, Hannah. Thanks so much for coming out and performing for us tonight. We have to take another break, but when we get back, the ladies of Girl Problems will give us a recap on their crazy spring break in LA. Don't go away. And welcome back to Marquette Live. Next on the agenda tonight is the opinionated ladies of Girl Problems. Take it away, girls.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to Girl Problems, the segment where we don't talk smack, we just state facts, okay? We hope you had a fabulous and eventful spring break. We sure did. We soaked up the sun in Los Angeles, and it was awesome. But unfortunately, Kiwi Fabulous could not be here tonight, so we're just going to give you a quick recap of what went down while we were traveling about the City of Angels. So basically, we got there kind of like late in the evening, and then we...
Tell them about the ticket first. Tell them about the ticket, because that's really irking me still.
Okay, yeah, that still has me feeling some type of way. So we got to Los Angeles, and those of you who have not been to LA, you need to rent a car because you will not be going anywhere otherwise. And their traffic and parking rules are ridiculous. Their signage is completely inadequate. And on our very first night there, we parked in something called a red zone and got an $85 parking ticket. Okay! No, we were not feeling that. So that automatically had a bad taste in our mouth, and we still got to pay that off.
Still gotta pay them maybe a couple weeks.
But then we basically made up for it by going to the beach the next day, right? Which was cool.
The beach. The beach was amazing. We have a lot of pictures on the beach. And let me mind you that every guy that we possibly passed on the beach or in a store or anywhere was insanely attractive. And most of the guys were in their 40s. Like, they looked like they were 20, like their mid-20s, early 20s, and they were in their 40s. Like, I could have been dating my dad.
Stay young, I guess.
Yeah, they look amazing. They look amazing.
Seriously. And then, when the nightlife occurred, we went out to the club, of course, in like the Hollywood area by the, what was it, the Walk of Fame. The Walk of Fame and the Kodak Theater. And this kind of gave me an idea for what a topic we can discuss tonight, which is club etiquette and approach etiquette and the right way for a guy to approach a female when you're out at the club. So what is your idea of a good way, or maybe a bad way, that a guy should approach a female?
Well, let's see. I talked to a couple of guys. One guy, he was like the stereotypical douche. Can you say that?
Yeah, I know.
Douchebag. I don't know, he was full of himself. And I was just like, you know what, I'll give him his pop. So I walked up and like, you know what, you are a very attractive young man. And I told him that, and he's like, oh, thanks. You want to take my number down? No, hold up, honey. I said you were attractive. I didn't say I was going to take your number down. You can take my number down. I don't take down any male's number. No, 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 no. But then he was like, you could see he was all over every other girl. So I'm like, I'm not interested in that. But then there's the quirky, like dorky, you know, the one that you would not pay attention to in the club. And I just so happened to find out he just got signed to Universal Records. He's worked with Usher, R. Kelly, Justin Bieber. Okay, I need your number. Yes, yes. So I took that one. But he's not like a looker. You know, he's not a looker, but he's intelligent, a networking source. So, yeah.
See, the nerdy ones going places. Okay, okay. And then the guy that I was talking to, he actually had a very nice approach, because I was trying to put my cup back on the bar, and there was all these people, of course. It was a crowded nightclub in LA, so it was crowded. And then he saw me standing there, and then he basically just like stretched his arm out and like pushed the guys back and was like, excuse me, you know, the lady is trying to make her way to the bar right now. He made a little pathway for me, and then I walked over, put my cup down, and it was a perfect opportunity to strike up a conversation. I was like, oh, thanks. And he was like, yeah, no problem. So where are you from? Boom, boom, boom. Conversation. That was smooth. That was smooth. That is a good way to approach a female at the club. And I'm not going to lie. If you offer a girl a drink, 9 times out of 10, especially in LA, drinks are $20 for like 1 cup. Okay.
Okay, but they give you like, we pay like $15 for a shot, but it was like a triple shot.
It was a lot in there, and they actually make the drink strong, so it's kind of worth it. But still, expensive drinks. So if a guy offers you a drink in LA, you should take it, because you ain't trying to spend $20 on no drink.
But I'm not about to hold a conversation if I don't want
Right. So basically, what are the wrong ways to talk to a female at the club? Or not even at the club, but anywhere. Okay, don't be walking up to her and be like, kind of like piggish, basically. Like, girl, you looking good, like, Sade. Like, no, that is not cute. That's not nice. Okay, you're not Hurricane Chris. Don't a-bay-bay me from across the street. That is not cute. That is not nice, okay? Have you been talked to or approached in a negative way by a guy before?
Well, no, not us, but one of our friends that we came with, Christina.
Oh, yes.
They were like, we got to this one club, what was it called, like Playhouse? The name should have gave it away, but it was just terrible. It was ratchetry at its finest. There were people that like, we were sitting in VIP, and then we got up to go to the bathroom, and literally out of nowhere, like 6 guys like jumped on top of her, and you know, her figure and whatnot.
She's well down in the
she got a voluptuous, and so then they all like literally grabbed her by her butt, everything. And then I was like, excuse me, like trying to throw them off. I thought it was extremely disrespectful. They were thirsty.
See, I remember we talked about it once before, the fine line between thirst and aggressiveness, and that's thirst. You don't just come up and grab a female trying to talk to her and think that that is like, okay. No, seriously, this is a topic we need to discuss another time. I thought of it a couple weeks ago, about how guys think that like, we all want them. Okay, just because we talk to you for 0.5 seconds does not mean that we want you. Okay, but that's another topic for another day. But basically, guys, this is the moral of the story here. Do not just grab a woman and be saying how fine and this and that. Yes, it feels nice, but if you just strike up a conversation saying, you know, oh, hi, what's your name? I had a friend who posted a status once, and she was like, I was just walking in the quad or blah, blah, blah. And a guy came up to me and said, hey, you know what? I saw you from across the way, and I think you're really cute, and I really would just like to get to know you better. Can we meet up for coffee? Bam! I would say yes to a guy like that.
Yes.
A nice little flattery.
Coffee,
and then a
reasonable
nice,
time
you know,
hours.
public
Don't
daytime.
be hitting me up at 2 o'clock in the
Yes,
morning,
don't
12
booty
o'clock trying
text
to hold
me.
a conversation.
Don't booty text me, hitting
No.
us up at 2 a.m.
No.
That ain't cute. That ain't
No.
cute. Okay, so now that y'all go out in the club, hopefully now you have some information on how to talk to a female. Okay, I'm Jessie,
I'm Najee.
and this has been
Girl Problems.
Those girls are so funny. I just turned 21, so that club etiquette is certainly going to come in handy. Thanks, ladies. To close the show tonight, we're sending it over to Lexi to fill us in on what's going on in the land of pop culture. Lexi?
Hey Marquette Live, and welcome back from spring break. I hope you all avoided the cold Wisconsin weather and escaped to somewhere warm. As for pop culture, the past few weeks have definitely been heating up with some interesting stories. Kanye West is back in the news after pleading no contest to a misdemeanor battery charge against a photographer at Los Angeles International Airport. West was originally charged with the crime in July 2013, and the court hearing took place this past Monday, March 18th. He was sentenced 2 years of probation, 24 anger management therapy sessions, and 250 hours of community service. Chris Brown is also back in the news after not being able to avoid an extended jail sentence because of his violation to his probation. Brown had been staying in a Malibu rehab facility for several months after his assault against ex-girlfriend Rihanna, but his ejection from the facility after failing to complete a drug test will cause him to remain in jail for at least another month due to his probation violation. In other, more grotesque news, Lady Gaga was vomited on during her South by Southwest Music Festival performance on Thursday, March 13th. The vomit attack was intentional and was performed by vomit painter Millie Brown on stage while Gaga was performing. Millie Brown spewed green liquid all over the pop star, but Lady Gaga continued to perform after being covered in the substance. This week, Demi Lovato has come forth publicly criticizing the act. She pegged the performance as a glamorization of eating disorders and displayed her concerns via her Twitter account. Lovato, who has struggled with eating disorders in the past, spoke freely about the incident, but ended her comments by explaining that she will remain a Lady Gaga fan. This is Lexi Dahlberg, and that was your weekly dose of pop art.
Call it whatever you want, Gaga. Puking is never visually appealing. Well, that's all the time we have tonight. Thanks for watching Marquette Live. I'm Aaron Maven. Have a great weekend.